Hi everybody, I'm Ellie with Patrol EV, and I am beyond honored and proud to share with you the world's first ever Rivian police cruiser. Patrol EV is a proud, approved upfitter and partner with Rivian. And thanks to Rivian's ties with Palo Alto Police Department, we collaborated to go ahead and present this incredibly well upfitted Rivian R1S. Let me jump right into everything that's been done on the outside, then we'll move on to the inside. We'll share with you all the lights and sirens, and truly what made this build extremely personal and to the specific requests brought to us from Palo Alto PD. We wanted to make sure that we gave them everything that they're used to from prior patrol vehicles and new expectations in a Rivian EV. So this brand new R1S was upfitted with the first ever push bar brought to you in collaboration with our friends at Gamber Johnson. And as you can see on the push bar, we also have a dedicated siren, which I'll show you how that works from the inside in just a few moments. Some exterior lighting, which also has dedicated controls. And that's the front end of this R1S. Now, as we move over to this side, as you can see, the livery of Palo Alto PD actually comes into play here. And now you notice the dedicated roof-mounted lighting system brought to you by our friends at Whelen. What's unique to this is not only are Whelen lights the best in the industry, but Patrol EV has a dedicated bracketing system for the R1S to adapt to the vehicle safely and to also accept the Whelen light bar. Take a look at this one of two light bar mounted lens lock video recording system that actually has cameras mounted also on the windshield, one on the tailgate. It also has a full wireless DVR system, and it does connect to the body cam that's on the officers. This is really high-tech stuff, and this is the first time this has ever been incorporated into a Rivian. Now, as you can see, we've already installed a whole bunch of lights, a lot of equipment. I haven't even shown you the inside yet. We're going there next. And here's the biggest challenge that sometimes people that want to go ahead and do this type of upfitting on an electric vehicle is the 12-volt system, the 12-volt battery that's inside EVs, and particularly this R1S as well, just cannot handle the load and all of these lights and systems that are being installed in the vehicle. And what's unique at Patrol EV is that we have created a proprietary dedicated power system that gets installed safely into the Rivian, but can go ahead and power all of these new electronics and lighting without adversely affecting the 12-volt battery system that is standard in the Rivian R1S. Now, let's go to the rear of the vehicle. As you could see over here, we have some additional interior lights mounted that actually shine through these rear glass panels with different lighting sequences and colors. We have some antennas up on the roof over here, and then we also have some additional lighting right by the license plate and rear bumper area. There's that camera I was telling you about. Here's some additional lighting that's mounted again on the inside of the hatch that go ahead and shines through. So like I said earlier, this particular upfit had a lot of special requests, and that's what Patrol EV really prides itself on, is giving our customers everything that they ask for. Let's get into these rear lights right here. As you could see, when the whole rear tailgate area is closed and you want to have performance from the lights that you could see up here and down here, that's providing a certain level of functionality for you. However, when you go ahead and you open up the rear hatch tailgate area and drop this all the way down, now these lights will automatically turn on to provide you that same type of an effect that you had when everything was closed. Now, if you don't want these lights to go ahead and flash, we installed this proprietary button right here, which actually shuts them off. And now you can also see that we've installed quite a unique reading light and map light that illuminates this whole area if that's what you need to have access to in those dark scenarios. Now, when you close up the rear hatch area, now those rear lights that were functioning before that actually paused are back on and working. And if you need to shut them off, it's done inside the vehicle. Now that we've done the exterior, let's move on to the interior and check out everything that's been done there. Once again, thanks to our friends at Gamber Johnson, we have the first sheet metal center console installed right here in between the two front seats. And this is where everything gets controlled from. Starting off with some very simple and basic USB, USB-C chargers. Then you have over here the Wayland Core control panel system. And this is where you can go ahead and control your different types of takedown lights, different switches right here as you see, backlight. You have your different type of sequence of lights with this switch right here. And then you definitely can go ahead and control its flashing, lights moving right to left to right, of course. It's got an air horn, okay? And then of course it's also got its 3 different siren tones. T1, T2, and T3, okay? This is all to spec for Palo Alto PD, including the gun lock. And this gun lock system was designed to hold an AR-15. So again, this is all per the spec of Palo Alto PD. Right underneath the Wayland Control Center, you'll notice that we have our Harris CB radio right here. So this is the preferred radio system that they use. And then over here, back to, remember where I mentioned outside that we have our proprietary power battery system? Well, this right here is the visual indicator and regulator of that system so that you can constantly check and test to see how the batteries are performing. Over here, this goes back to our lens lock systems. These are some of the controls for it. You've got a lens lock camera right here on the inside, as mentioned earlier. And right here, you have one controller microphone for the PA system. The other controller right here, which looks like a mic as well, is for the radio system. Now, right here, this is a custom-made swivel mount for the computer laptop that every patrol vehicle needs. So I just went over the outside of the vehicle, the inside of the vehicle, and I'm actually saving the best for last. We are very proud to share that Patrol EV is an expert in ballistic bulletproofing the doors and interior panels of a vehicle. And this patrol car has received that treatment as well. And these Kevlar panels on the inside of the doors and other interior panels offered can actually withstand a handgun all the way up to a 44 mag. I have seen extensive testing in a controlled environment of this, and let me share with you, it is extremely impressive. Whether it's a 9mm, a smaller pistol, or even up to the 44 mag, of course that bullet is going to go ahead and penetrate the door panel immediately. However, due to the ballistic Kevlar panels that we install on the inside, it absorbs it, takes it, and keeps you safe. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you would like to see more customizations, more builds by Patrol EV.